Is your diet holding you back? Probably. Almost everyone can improve something about their diet, and today I'm going to be taking you through a checklist that you can use to make sure you're checking all the boxes that you need. And I'll tell you what like the criteria are so you can see if this video is for you or not. So, what are these pictures for the introduction? Here I have Baki over here. He's just fought a big old poison guy, and then this nice 3,000-year-old Chinese man has created a big feast for him. And then after he eats this, then he'll become very large and strong, just like you after watching this video. So, and over here, this is a sodium potassium pump, which I saw in an Instagram post by Judd Leonhard. He says something about salt and carbs, and it's like someone commented like, why is salt actually good? And he said, Google sodium potassium pump. I still don't know how it works, but so apparently it lets like orange hexagons out and the yellow ellipses in. Okay, basically, here's a tech list. Nice. Here's the checklist. It's more than 30 seconds into the video, so I can stutter now. Because the people who are going to stay are going to stay. So, number one, is what I'm eating tanking my testosterone? If this is happening, you're fucked. So that has to be the number one priority. Number two, do the foods I choose make me feel strong? Now this means there are some foods that you eat that are like kind of feeble, right? Like modern, like maybe ultra processed, a little bit shitty for you. And if you eat those and then you either go just, I don't know, do some like running, rock climbing, the gym, whatever, martial art, then you don't feel very strong. On the other hand, there are some things, probably the food of your, like, whatever ethnic food you're used to. If you're Persian, like a nice fucking big old dish of rice with saffron and whatever. If you're Mexican, yeah, but there's a bunch of options. If you're Hungarian, big old nice fucking, I actually don't know if this applies to Hungarian food. Nice like langosh or something. Anyways, food from your country or just for other people's countries, it has more substance. Either you're used to it or you're not used to it. These foods usually aren't super foreign because they can upset your digestion, which isn't very nice. You don't want to be shitting yourself twice before a workout. But basically, there are foods that are more substantial, and you're like, okay, fuck yeah, I can feel the energy shuttling. I'm feeling ready to go. Number three, do the foods I choose make me mentally dumber? My voice is still a little bit, it was a long day yesterday. So basically, it's the fine line to walk between 2 and 3, because usually the foods that make you feel strong are going to make you feel a little bit retarded, and vice versa. The foods that make you, like keep you feeling smart, you're probably not going to be feeling your strongest. So this is kind of like a tightrope that you have to walk depending on your priority. I'll get a little bit more into it later. Number 4 is, am I satisfied? I used to hate this word so much. I was on the verge of just writing, am I happy with? And then I realized, no, do something that scares you. And what scared me today was writing the word satisfied on my Google slide presentation. Hold on, I'm just doing something in OBS. Lovely. So, let's get into it. Am I keeping testosterone high? These are the basics that you need to keep in mind. What's it called? This is like in between the basics of like eat eggs, go get sleep, lift weights, but I'm not gonna fucking repeat that, obviously. I'm gonna repeat the parts of the basics that most people miss, and I'm gonna be teaching you a little bit more, just like you see on the bottom of the slide. So as many eggs as you can afford, obviously. I go watch my egg yolk video. It has a lot of oh good lord, choline, like I think iodine, maybe not. But it's protein, fucking cholesterol, the good things. Lots of red meat. This is very important because again, the nutrients, the protein, and the saturated fat. Avoid low-fat anything because it's a scam. They usually put a bunch of filler and artificial whatever. People say in low-fat shit the sugar is higher. I think that's only true with low-fat yogurts, because low-fat yogurts almost always have like ridiculous levels of sugar. Well, actually, never mind. If you have just a low-fat Greek yogurt, that's a pretty good food. But yeah, just pretty much avoid anything that's low-fat, targeted towards like normal people who maybe don't know much about nutrition. So this will ensure that you get the necessary fats to keep your like hormones in check, and also because this diet usually like is antithetical to like a vegan diet, because people are like, "Hello, vegan gay." Still make sure that you're getting your leafy greens like spinach, fucking watercress. I don't even know. Artichokes. That's not a leafy green, but like collard greens. I don't know if those have nutrients. Probably some. And then make sure you're getting some kiwis and berries so that your immune system and your digestive system doesn't fucking go on strike and the game end itself. The fact that we can't say kill itself on YouTube, but we can show a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. The TOS is very interesting. So make sure that yes, this is your base. However, it's like when you're building like a castle with sand on a beach, right? This is your wet sand, which is your main layer of protection. However, after you're done with that, you sprinkle dry sand on it so that it hardens, right? Because if you don't, then it's just fucking vulnerable and it's cringe. So this is like your icing on the cake, but it's a necessary icing. This is more like your frosting on the cake, because otherwise it's like, it's not very complete. So, do I feel strong? This is a consideration that I'm just making more recently, because I fucked this up massively for a good amount of my high school career. The two inspirations for this are the Hermes Gasparini, my friend, 200 grams of pasta. Just Google that. Probably just Google this. How to make quality pasta, or it's like lesson for Devin Laird or something. That's the video name. But basically, Google that. He makes a good amount. Honestly, 300 grams is like, it's a lot, but it's not insane. Like, you can eat that if you're used to eating like human-sized portions. Which is to say, like, if you can put down a normal amount of food that isn't like a Los Angeles thing where you fucking leave half the dish on the plate and then just like waste it, because by law they can't resell that or eat it themselves. It's neither here nor there for today. Basically, that's doable. 300 grams of pasta is pretty doable. So the way Hermes Gasparini described it is like, it's just amazing. It's like, I think I eat this and I get a very good pump in the gym, and I beat Levan, and then Levan ended up fucking flash betting him 4 times. Rest in peace, by the way. Oh, sorry for spoiling, because it's relatively new. Fuck it. Who's watching this who also knows East versus West 18? Probably a few people. But probably if you're in those people, you definitely know the outcome of that as well. The Hermes Gasparini match against Levon, it was very sad, my friend. He's just too strong. And then also the Bod Omni-Man Gyro Bowl. Gyros Bowl. However you want to pronounce it. This is a humongous thing. Oh yeah, the pasta is basically the pasta he made is basically just like, oh, what's it called? Arrabbiata? No. Pomodoro something, whatever. The tomato sauce, like a tomato passata, and then some very, very high protein cheese. So that's nice. And obviously some Parmigiano Reggiano, just like sprinkled on top, grated, and then it was beautiful. It was delightful. Now the Bod Omni-Man Gyro Bowl is a bed of rice and fries. So you see the trend here. It's a lot of carbs, and what's it called? The meat of your choice, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. So vegetables you got in there. A lot of carbs, nice amount of vegetables, a lot of meat. The sauces of your choice, and fucking what else was in there? Honestly, whatever else you want to put. Just look that up, or just look up Gyro Bowl. You don't even have to say Bod Omni-Man before it. Maybe put high protein or something, but it's gonna be high protein. So, garlic is a superfood. Eric Bugenhagen, go watch the Eric Bugenhagen video. Please remember, and he just tells you, please remember, eat the raw garlic. Yeah, it makes you smell like ass. If you don't want, so obviously don't do this right before you go on a date with a nice young lady. But if you want to mitigate the effect of the garlic, nice voice crack, of the garlic, just take a few cloves, eat those cloves. Not cloves of garlic, like cloves like the spice. Take that after you eat the raw garlic. Also, it's important that the garlic be raw for the strength effects and the pump effects. And it also works well, I think, the day after, or maybe like a few hours after, because I'm not sure when the effect hits you, honestly. It's just like if you constantly eat garlic, you're probably going to be stronger than if you didn't. But just keep in mind social considerations, and also, yeah, the chewing on cloves tactic. Hydration. This is massive to make you feel strong. Hersoviak Silver Era Elixir. It's very, very important for this. Feeling strong. It's a very, very good drink. It's water, honey, lemon, pink Himalayan salt in a concoction, like a ratio that would make a nice lemonade. So what's important here in hydration? Water. You get that from water. Please make it filtered. Please don't make it tap water, just for the fucking, don't run the risk of like getting birth control the hormones in your water, or like the fluoride is poisoning us and whatever. Just don't run the risk. Filtered water, even if you don't believe in that stuff, like filtered water is nice. It's very nice. I don't even know if it tastes better, because honestly sometimes tap water really does hit, but it's just healthier. Just filter your water, please. Carbohydrates is a must, because they make you full, they make your blood run, and they make you get able to nice pump. Very beautiful. And then you obviously need your salt, because as we saw here, sodium, potassium, pump, sodium, also potassium. So if you drink like a prime or something, fucking you'll get your potassium. Yeehaw. Coconut water is actually amazing. Hold on, let me reposition. Giggity. Okay, so coconut water is very, very nice. But as long as you get your water, carbs, and salt in, and then you eat enough fruits and vegetables and potatoes and shit to basically potato, banana, kiwi, fucking pineapple. I don't think pineapple. Pineapple has bromelain, which is a nice enzyme for digestion. But yeah. Other than that, I'm not even sure. If you need to do anything else for electrolytes, I mean, yeah, magnesium, calcium, fucking sodium, potassium, just like Google what foods have that. But if you get your water, carbs, and salt right before a workout especially, you will feel strong. Now, you have to eat more than once a day to feel strong. How do I know this? Because I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm a retard. I would eat nothing, go to school, eat nothing, take the fucking take the fucking dirty ass bus to the gym, and I'm like, oh, why am I feeling weak? No, why am I passing out on a 115-pound overhead press? What am I doing? It was because I wasn't eating food at a proper frequency, because I was dehydrated as fuck. Because even if I was getting in the water, I felt it was like disgusting towards the end, because like I had no carbs, no salt to hold on to that water, no creatine definitely. So I just fucking downing water and was just like thinning everything, like diluting everything. It's like, bro, it's like had a pass out tutorial. It's like, man, surprised I fucking made it through that, because I just wouldn't eat. It was just horrible, man. Even the Havamal. Hold on, there's two accents in Havamal, so I have to Havamal, Jackson Crawford. But even in that text, it says like, hello shitter, go fucking eat food before you leave the house. Oh wait, did I put this in? Oh no, this is the next. Yeah, because this is kind of antithetical to the next slide, because the next slide I'm going to be giving you opposite-ish advice. But for strength, you must do this. So, whoops, okay. Do I become sped? This is the intelligent side. Do intermittent fasting sometimes when you have work. I'm fasted right now. Just fucking had a little bit of stale water from the night before. This is all I'm on right now. And be fine with being hungry. This is such a big thing. It's like, who cares? Who cares if you're hungry? You're gonna be you're gonna have access to food, no problem, and it's gonna be nice. And you're just gonna have a good time. So like, if it's a few hours, wait until that. It's like, oh, so the food is gonna be better. It's gonna feel nicer, because you're gonna be needing it more. So be fine with that. Be fine with intermittent fasting sometimes for the mental cognition benefits, and obviously don't eat anything massive and heavy before important mental tasks. And this is like anything high fat, it's honestly even high anything macro wise, just high calorie is like not very nice before important work. Experiment with carnivore, but if you're gonna do it properly, because that kind of half-assing it, where you're not getting the benefits of the carnivore, because you're still like messing up on it, and you're eating other things, but having the downside of like some days you just fucking don't eat enough, because you're like, yeah, I'm only gonna eat meat and whatever. You're just not giving your body what it needs. So if you're gonna do carnivore, do it properly, maybe with some cheese even, and some milk, because I think that makes it whole. It's something you need to build up to. I'm personally not on it right now. Personally, I think yeah. So you really do need to go all in on like that 10 eggs, like 2 steaks, 2 chicken breasts, fucking bunch of cheese, bunch of milk. Try that. If you don't, if your pancreas doesn't explode, amazing. It's gonna give you good cognition benefits, and you're gonna become very nice. If your bank account doesn't explode, it's very nice. But do it properly if you're gonna do it. So let's actually look and taste good. This isn't really a culinary video, because when people talk of diet, they usually don't talk of culinary, but I do. So, because you can't separate the two really, because the food is gonna have a taste. The food is gonna have a flavor, whatever you're not flavor. Food you're eating is gonna have certain qualities, basically. So there's no avoiding that. Now, here's the basics. Seasoning. Fat is flavor. Voila. So use butter in your fucking side dishes. Use olive oil in your salads. Use fucking tallow to cook your shit in. Use lard if you can, if your ethnicity and religion permits you to eat pork. If you use fucking chicken schmaltz, if you're cool like that and you know what that is. Ghee is very cool. Duck fat, duck or goose fat, absolutely amazing. All these is flavor. Seasoning, you just learn spices, learn salt, pepper. Salt, pepper, basically everything you have. Just don't pepper your water. Salt your water in desserts, even fucking whatever. Actually, I wouldn't recommend salting your water. I wouldn't recommend salting your water unless you're making like a electrolyte beverage, in which case obviously salted, but just have plain water and then salt your food. Plating is very important. Look up some things on how to plate. Those videos on my channel don't exist yet, but they will in the future. Because that is very important. And there are some key things that like just make you look like more professional. Like, wow, this person knows what he's doing, without having to spend a fucking anal amount of time on it. Temperatures, nail temperatures. Chicken breast is good. 165 is technically supposed to be the safe one, where it kills everything. And then if you're under 165, you fucking die instantly. But 150 is nice for chicken breast. Chicken thighs can be like fucking 200, 180, whatever. Like, you can't really overcook a chicken thigh, or it's very difficult to do so. Steaks are not medium rare at 135, so that's like after resting, after whatever. Take account for carryover cooking. Different lighting may make like a medium rare steak look medium or even fucking well done. Or may make like a rare steak look not even that rare, just depending on the lighting. So use temperatures to make sure that you nail that. Look up a chart. Some things, if you're frying, some things are better at 325 as opposed to 375 if the oil temperature. So the oven temperatures are very important there. Just make sure you nail things and make sure your food is warm, because it's nice. If it's supposed to be hot or warm, just make sure it is. It adds a lot to it. Techniques. Chop. Don't be a retard like me. And hold on, I wonder if I can show this. Get finger injury right over here. Oh no, ban, demonetized video. It's gonna get fucking 4 views, even though I worked very hard on it. Because of this finger. It technically counts as gore. Unlucky. So make sure your technique is nice. Make sure you're using the claw when you're chopping, and you're not fucking, when you're cooking and you're chopping ingredients, make sure you're using a claw and you're not a dumbass like me and you get lazy and you're like, let me chop this parsley for this wedding preparation, and psh. It wasn't fun. Well, now it's fun because the pain went away mostly, but it wasn't fun before. So make sure your technique is on point. Know how to saute, know how to flip things in a pan, know how to fucking emulsify sauces, know how to give flavor to dishes, know how to get crusts on things, and nice sears. Texture is very important. Have something creamy, have something crunchy, have something in between, have something fucking like porous, have something like crumbles, something silky texture. I don't know, I'm just like naming things I can think of. Have contrasting textures in your dishes, and you're going to be having a lot of fun, more than likely. And link in the description, Common Sense Cooking, if you would like a shortcut to learning all of these culinary and nutrition things. Check it out in the description. It's going for a very nice pre-sale price, which means that at the time of upload, I haven't finished the course yet, but you get to basically suggest an extra module in it, and it's also a lower price than it would be usually. So go check that out if you're interested, and if you liked what I presented to you here. Now you know whether or not your diet is holding you back. Thank you very much. Remember, you may not have a lot of time, but you do have enough.